Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Boland. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, Nikki Haley, who is running for the presidential race for 2024, is facing some serious criticism. Now, this I didn't know this though, but I think apparently sometime yesterday, there was another debate. It was the Republican primary debate, and she's facing some serious criticism for allegedly saying in an interview, I think in June, that if a child, maybe 12 years old or whatever, wants to get life-altering sex changes, that the government shouldn't ban that. Let the parents deal with this. The government shouldn't ban that. I mean, yeah, they're going to be mutilated, so to speak. Their genitals are going to be mutilated, but the government to stay out of this. This is allegedly what she said, and I believe in a June interview. I'm going to read this article, and you're going to find out all the details. And so she's facing renewed criticism. Now, let's get right into this article because this is just absolutely insane. I think that this should be enough for anyone who decides to want to vote for this woman that should be enough to disqualify her completely from anyone who has any sense of morality. So let's get right into this article. She's already low in the numbers, and she says something stupid like that. To say something foolish and stupid like that is just ridiculous. But, well, this is in the past, but still, Republican presidential primary candidate and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is facing renewed criticism just before Wednesday night's GOP primary debate because of a June TV interview where she said the government should not intervene if parents decide to put their children through irreversible, life-altering transgender surgery. The law should stay out of matters involving troubled teens who demand sex-related medical treatments because, quote, parents should handle it, Haley told CBS. So apparently this is what she said. Wow, this is pretty heavy, man. It's pretty heavy. What care should be on the table? What care should be on the table when a 12-year-old child in this country assigned female at birth says, quote, actually, I feel more comfortable living as a boy. What should the law allow the response to be? CBS asked Haley, to which the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations replied saying, quote, I think the law should stay out of it, and I think parents should handle it. Wow. Social media users quickly took to X and Twitter to express their dismay over Haley's answer, and they are pretty displeased about it. Since Nikki Haley was just asked on CBS what should be done if a 12-year-old decides they want a sex change, and she said the law should stay out of it or let parents handle it. This is 1,000% disqualifying. Absolutely. This is one of the quotes. The law must intervene when a parent abuses their child. Conservative influencer Robert Starbuck reacted. Another one says it's completely disqualifying. Another ex-Twitter user wrote in the comment section of Starbucks post, echoing his sentiments. She is no vote for me, another reacted. Chopping off body parts of children, putting them on cancer-causing hormones for fillings is a line I am not willing to cross. And another one says, she's probably getting paid by Big Pharma, another ex-Twitter user surmised. Let me read one more. You have to be 18 to get a tattoo and 21 to buy alcohol, but sex change for 12 years old is perfectly fine, another pointed out. And it's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. And that's all I'm going to read right there. That's pretty disgusting. And this should be enough to disqualify her. Now, as I said in the introduction of this video, I did not know that there was a primary debate last night, which of course is Wednesday, obviously, or yesterday. I don't know what time it came on. It was yesterday morning, afternoon, evening, night. I have no clue, but apparently it was yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate. I don't like watching the debates, whether it's Democrat, whether it's Republican. I just don't like watching them. I may watch a few minutes of them like I did with one particular, between one particular debate between Governor Gavin Newsom and Governor Ron DeSantis, but that was only like 9 or 10 minutes. I could endure that. I could endure that. Give me that amount of minutes and I can endure it. Although I almost didn't want to endure it because I got sick of hearing Gavin Newsom coming up with all kinds of dumb answers, okay? He didn't answer none of the questions. None. He just avoided them. But anyway. Oh, and by the way, let me say this up front too. Ron DeSantis, in my opinion, won that debate. Big time. He slapped Gavin Newsom all upside his head. Just slapped him. I didn't say that in the last video I did because I was trying to make a comparison between the two of them and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to say here, Ron DeSantis won that debate, okay? But his whole situation with Nikki Haley here, this is completely insane. As one of the particular commenters said, the government or law enforcement should definitely intervene when you are talking about, in so many ways, abusing a child. Now, it may not be the parents abusing the child, but certainly what they are allowing to happen to this child is abuse. It angers me when the government wants to get on parents for disciplining their children, right? Social services want to take your children away from you and all this other rigmarole. But here it's perfectly okay for the parents to say, hey, son, daughter, if you feel like you want to be the other sex, I'm going to make sure that you get that need met. Forget about the fact that something might be psychologically or spiritually or both psychological and spiritual damage could be going on in your head. Forget about all of that. I am going to give you what you want. I am going to give you what you desire. I am going to allow these doctors to, as the one commentator say, inject hormones into you that could damage you psychologically and perhaps physically, alter your body for the rest of your life. I'm going to do that. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you want. And this is totally insane. It's totally insane. Totally insane. We're talking about child abuse here in so many words. This should be a complete disqualifier for her. Complete disqualifier. She should be like, okay, that's it. We're through with Nikki Haley. All her poll number should come all the way down to zero, -0. I mean, like literally. I mean, anyone that wants to vote for her, I mean, I feel bad for you. Now, somebody could argue, well, it is the parents. It is the parents' child, and that parent should be allowed to do whatever that's their children. But we're talking about abuse here. This is abuse. And like I said before, the government, law enforcement, social services would be all over parents if they suspected that these parents were abusing their children in terms of disciplining them. For example, in certain states and certain places, you can't spank your children. And I think that's practically everywhere now. You can't spank your children. You can't whip them. And I'm not saying that some parents don't take that too far. Come on, let's be realistic. But then let's also be realistic and keep it 100 too. That most children who got spankings or whippings, like we called them back in the hood where I come up with, they grew up pretty sane. They grew up okay. They didn't grow up messed up, having nightmares and wanting to be transforming into, you a male and you want to be a woman, and you a woman, you want to be a male. It wasn't like that. They grew up for the most part with their head intact, okay? And yet we're told now that we cannot discipline our children. You can't spank your children. You can't do any of this type of because that's abuse. But this, no, that's not abuse. You can go ahead as a parent and have your child subjected to having their bodies completely altered for the rest of their life. Never mind the fact that they might want to change later on in life. Forget about all of that. You as a parent have the absolute right to do this because we, the almighty government, says it's okay. Sick and disgusting. I totally disagree with this. No parent should not be allowed to do this. This is child abuse. Plain and simple. And for her to have said that, now I don't know what her standing is now. Because like I said, I did not hear the debate. And I don't know if that subject was brought up in the debate. I don't know if it was brought up in the debate. If it was, let me know in the comment box. I have no clue. Okay. But if it was brought up in the debate, I'm pretty sure she got a lot of backlash from the audience that was listening. And rightly so. Yes, it was in the past, but if it was brought up this time, I'm wondering what her response may have been. Well, that was back then. I don't have that same belief anymore. Maybe she changed her mind. I don't know. Let me know in the comment box. Maybe she changed her mind about that. I highly doubt it, but maybe she changed her mind about that. Okay. But no, this is sick. No. She needs to be like, that's it. I mean, she didn't have my vote from the beginning. Okay. She didn't have my vote from the beginning. Okay. In fact, I'd say quite frankly with you, none of them really actually have my vote. I mean, I like Rama Vimaswamy, I think that's his name is. I'm not good at names, but you know what I'm talking about. And I like Ron DeSantis. And the other guy, Tim, I mean, I think he's okay. Out of the 3 or 4, whatever, I would have to, I think it's like 4 or 5 of them. The other guy, the Chris Como, that guy, I mean, he's a total loser to me. I don't know if he was in the debate last night, but he's a total loser. All he did in the first debate that they had was attack Trump. For what? What's the point? What's the point in being in the debate? What's the point of being in the debate? You're going to attack Trump. That's stupid. I mean, what was he there for? Was he paid to be there just to attack Trump during the first one? I don't know what he did in this one. But during the first debate, that's all he seemed to do was attack Trump. Well, Trump should be here. Trump should do it. Anyway, but the only one that I like and would be willing to cast my votes if Trump, doesn't make it, would be Rama. It would be Rama. I would consider him. I'm hearing some other things about him, but saying that he's just he's not the real deal. He's controlled and all this. Maybe not. I have no idea. But a lot of the things that he's been saying so far seems to be hitting on the spot. He's kind of like a more articulate Donald Trump. He's way more articulate than Donald Trump. He's able to present factual data way better than Donald Trump. Donald Trump tends to go off into a tantrum and stuff and tends to exaggerate. But this guy here, he seems to be pretty good. Okay. And if I had a chance, I would cast my vote for this individual. The rest of them, they don't have nothing coming. And especially Nikki Haley, whatever, this is just, it's disgusting to me. And she just needs to, as far as I'm concerned, she needs to get out, because if her numbers don't drop to 0, I mean like -0, then I am wondering already, but I'm going to start wondering big time about the voters in this country, particularly so-called Republican voters. I mean, like, really, what are you really standing for? We got to stand for something. We're going to fall for anything, right? So yeah, that's my word on that. This is just insane. I mean, no. Law enforcement, government should ban that when it's kids. I don't care if the parents want them to do it. You should ban it, because if it had anything to do, you should ban it from. Even if the parents want this to happen, it should still be banned. Because I guarantee you, if it was something that had anything remotely to do with conservative worldviews, the government would be all over it, farting and pooting and trying to either ban it or censor it or whatever. No, it should be banned. Period. Even if the parents say it's okay. Even if they say we're going to take them to get it done. No, it should be banned, because it's child abuse. Bottom line, straight out the hat, that's it. There's no arguing with it with me. Okay. So that's my view on it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and see you again.